Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I am going to talk about the question that I just saw in my comments, which was, sometimes I feel like I don't script enough. Sometimes I'm scared I'm not affirming enough. How do I know if I'm affirming enough? Am I affirming enough? So it's that anxiety around, do I need to still do these techniques? Have I done the techniques enough? You know, we all have been there, right? When we are starting manifesting and when we're doing techniques, there can be times where we have the anxiety that we have not done the technique enough and we feel like we should be doing it more. This is what I'm going to talk about in this video. Before I jump in, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel in the corner or below. Also know that I offer lots of self-study manifesting courses. There are 13 courses below. I can help you manifest anything you want. And the last thing I'll say is I do a weekly giveaway for a bundle of 3 ebooks that I wrote. The way to enter into the contest is to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to comment below. Okay, let's talk about this. This is great. This is a great question. I really understand. I have also been there before as well, been there in the experience of having anxiety that I have not done a technique enough, whether or not it is visualizing, whether or not it is affirmations, whether or not it is running an inner conversation in my mind. So sometimes people, when they are actively manifesting something and they are practicing a particular technique, whatever technique they choose, because really we can do any manifesting technique. There's lots of them out there to choose from. We can have this anxiety, especially if we're like starting to kind of give it a rest or let go a little bit. We can have this anxiety, or even if we're like loosening up, not thinking about it all the time, the anxiety that comes in that says, uh-oh, I don't know if I can stop doing this technique. If I stop doing this technique, will my manifestation come? I'm scared to stop doing this technique. I'm scared to stop affirming. I'm scared that I haven't done it enough. I'm scared I haven't done it right. Okay? How many people relate to this? This is super common. I have experienced this before as well. In particular, when I was still learning how to manifest. This is a common experience, to feel anxiety and to feel like I don't want to stop doing the technique because I'm scared. I'm scared the universe is going to forget. I'm scared if I stop thinking about it, it's not going to happen. I'm scared if I let this go because I'm holding on really tight, it's going to go away. Okay, well, that is one of the first things I want to say about this. Any fear to let go of doing a technique means that you are grasping onto that technique too strongly. We could even look at it in this way. We can look at it like you are holding the technique on a pedestal. Like the technique is the thing that's going to get your desire to you. And so you have to do this technique over and over and over again like a robot, and you can't have another life because you have to think about it all the time. So I don't think most people manifest that way. I mean, maybe they do. I'm not really sure how other people manifest. To me, that's not a life, and it's also a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. Okay? So anytime you're scared to let go of a technique, we need to look at what's going on there. One thing that might be going on is the technique hasn't saturated deep enough inside of you that you're in a relaxed feeling of it is done. So the way I teach manifesting is any technique that you choose has a sole purpose, and that purpose is to get you into the state of the wish fulfilled. Eventually, what you want to have happen for the thing you are manifesting is that you are consistently living in the state of the wish fulfilled. You think about your desire, you know it's yours. You think about other things, you do your life. You come back and you think about your desire, you know it's yours. This is living in the state of the wish fulfilled. It's a consistent experience of not having anxiety about your desire, not having anxiety that it's not going to be yours, that you can't have it. And it's a deeper feeling. Anyone who has experienced living in the end, and actually those of you on my channel who are now living in the end, because there's so many of you, I see you in the comments, Will you leave more comments and tell people exactly what it feels like for you as you're living in the end? And people are probably going to describe it a little bit differently. That's amazing. That's really helpful, because everyone is going to perceive what living in the end is and what it feels like in their own body differently. But essentially, living in the end is a deep confidence that your desire is yours. So the only time we grasp onto a particular technique is when we are not really sure that it's ours. We're not sure our desire is ours. And because we're not sure our desire is ours, we hold on so tight to the technique, because essentially that's almost our, it's like our connection point to our desire. We don't want to let the technique go. We don't want to let the desire go. But the reason is we don't know for certain it's done. It's ours. And again, people will tell you in the comments, I'm actually so excited to read these comments too. There's a very deep relaxation that occurs when we finally are living in the end. It's like, oh my gosh, finally I can let go. Oh my gosh, finally I can relax. Finally I can just let go and not be scared anymore. Finally I can relax and know that my desires are mine. I don't have to hold on tightly to anything. I am the creator. Everything I choose to feel as mine within and consistently practice that feeling within is going to be mine. What a relief, what a relaxation, what an experience of satisfaction. And so it's such a good question, and I adore all of you, and I so get it, being in that phase of I'm scared to stop doing my techniques. But if you really look at that, okay, first of all, anxiety is never the place we want to be manifesting from, but where it's a grasping, it's an attachment, and that attachment is coming from, I'm not fully convinced that this thing is mine. So how do you move into deeper knowing that your desire is yours? I would say take your visualizations deeper. Activate the feeling experience of having it more often. Take your affirmations deeper. You're not just hammering yourself with words, you're feeling the truth of it. Slow down with your practices, slow down with your affirmations, slow down with your visualizations. And why I say slow down is because when you slow down with it, you can actively choose to feel it even more in your body. When your whole system, your whole body is on board with the truth, I'm in my dream relationship, I'm happy with my partner, we're ecstatic to be together, I love my life, I have all the money, I have whatever I want. When your whole system knows that that is who you are, when you've transformed who you are into this new person, that this is the truth, I feel it within, I feel that this is who I am within. When that's the truth of who you are, it effortlessly manifests. And we are no longer grasping onto these little techniques because, you know, there's nothing wrong with techniques. I teach techniques. There's nothing wrong with them, but they are just trying to change you. That's the whole point of a technique. It's changing you. And when you change, there's no more fear because you know who you are and you know what you have. When you know who you are and you know what you have, it's inevitable. It's done. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like the video, and you comment below, especially all you living in the end experts. Tell us what it is like to live in the end now. Like, what are your thoughts? What does it feel like in your body? How do you know when you're in the end result? I want to see all of what you're saying down there, because again, this is so helpful for us. You know, I'm speaking through my own language, and I'm sure it can sound similar because it's just coming through me in the way that I perceive all this. But so it's really nice to get other people's perspective on, well, what does living in the end look like and feel like for you? What does it look like and feel like for you? So I'm really excited to read all those comments below. Okay, guys, see you soon. Bye.